Hi, I'm Edward Morales, and thank you for watching my video. I am applying for the position of home acquisitions buyer purchaser for the job on Craigslist. I guess I'm going to talk about me personally, how I grew up, and how that makes me a good fit for the position, my personality, work ethic, and professionally, and I'll share with you my experiences professionally to show you how it is also a good fit for home acquisitions. And also I'll share with you a few stories about my background. As a child, I grew up mowing yards, so I developed a very good work ethic at a very young age. That probably led to, in the 7th grade, I tried out for the basketball team and failed to make the team. Well, by the 8th grade, I had practiced so much during the summer because it really hurt me that I did not make the team because I hate to lose. I was a starter on the A team because I worked so hard during that summer. So that's a little story about how tenacious I am. That's a true story. So growing up, my work ethic and tenacity has helped me grow into the salesperson I am. So professionally, I pretty much did the same thing. I worked after teaching, I got tired of teaching, I went to a Lone Star Coffee. I could only get one particular sales job at the time, and it was a very turn and burn, and that was with Lone Star Coffee, and it was a very high activity, turn and burn kind of job. You're supposed to get 30 business cards a day, go back and call them and do it all over again, do it every single day. I did very well at that. And they eventually made me sales manager. As a sales manager, I grew the business 12% in the Dallas office. They had me driving back and forth to Dallas. I eventually got weary of that, because I have a wife. And she got weary of it. So I decided I wanted to be in the toy industry. So I researched toys, and I found a company based here in Houston, and I did the same thing to them, my tenacity. I just called and called and called and called, and eventually, after a year, they gave me an interview. I got the job. I came here. I've been here for the past 7 years. In that time, I've grown my business 350%. It was at $300,000. Now it's $1.4 million. That doesn't sound like much in numbers, but for an average product cost of about 80 cents, that's a lot of toys. So I'm proud about that. Another story about my sales tenacity is SuperValu. SuperValu is a large grocery chain based in Minnesota. The buyer, Don Merritt, had a great relationship with another toy company. So I proceeded to and he was not going to change. He's told me that several times, but I kept calling him anyway, talking to him, leaving messages on his phone. And one day I received an email from another buyer saying that Tom Merritt had recommended me and wanted me to call him. So I called him. This was the dollar buyer, and the dollar buyer turned out to be a $300,000 account a year. So, and in the email that he sent me, the new buyer, the dollar buyer, said, now if we move forward with this, Don asked if you would stop calling him. So I guess I bugged him so much he gave me some business, and then washed his hands of it. So he still has not done business with me, but like I said, he's got a great relationship with J-Roo. Another story I could tell you is about how in sales I did the same with Kmart. Kmart, as you know, Sears Kmart, I called who they are. They're based in Chicago. Well, I called and called the buyer. They would not talk to me. I called them literally every few weeks for a few years, and they finally gave me a meeting. I went up there. We talked about everything we needed to talk about, and at the end of the meeting, the buyer told me, okay, now if I give you some products, will you stop calling me? So I was like, yeah, that's fine. But we turned out to be really good friends. It's a really good relationship, and they're continuing to buy from us, and it's been a great account for me. So I guess those are the things I just wanted you to know about myself that would help me be a really good fit for home acquisitions. I also personally enjoy financial products. I read about mutual funds, index funds, and stocks. I also am an investor. So anything that has to do with finance and investing, acquisitions, that kind of thing is something I'm very interested in my private life. I read a lot, and that's one of the things that I read about. So I hope you will find that I am the best fit for this position, and I look forward to hearing from you, and thank you again, and have a good day.